You've been saving for 2 years. The account is at $9,000. And something inside you says, I have been good long enough. I deserve this. Maybe it is a trip. Maybe it is a new phone. Maybe it is just a few weekends of not thinking about the number. Whatever it is, the feeling is real. It is convincing. And it sounds completely reasonable. That moment right there is where most people's financial future ends. Not with a bad investment. Not with a crisis. Not with one catastrophic decision. With a feeling that seemed completely justified at $9,000. I am Uncle Charlie. And today I want to show you exactly what is waiting on the other side of that moment, if you do not give in to it. Because the first $100,000 is not just a savings milestone, it is a wall that changes everything once you get past it. The math on the other side looks nothing like the math you had been living with. And once I show you what is actually happening, you are going to look at every dollar you have completely differently. Let us go. My brother-in-law Gary works in logistics, makes about $58,000 a year. Nothing extraordinary. No inheritance, no lucky investment, no moment where everything changed overnight. Just a regular person with a regular salary who decided to put money away every single month and not touch it. For most of the first 4 years, Gary thought it was not working. That is the thing nobody warns you about. In the beginning, saving money feels like trying to fill a bathtub with a teaspoon. You put in $500, then another $500. You check the account 3 months later. It grew by a few $100s on its own. You stare at that number and think, I could have made that working one extra Saturday. What is the point? The investment return is there. The math is running exactly as it should. You just cannot feel it yet. Here is why. If you have $5,000 invested and it earns 10% in a year, that is $500. Invisible. Meaningless in the moment. If you have $50,000 invested and it earns 10%, that is $5,000. The kind of number that starts to register. If you have $100,000 invested and it earns 10%, that is $10,000, generated in 12 months. While you slept, while you worked, while you watched television on a Sunday evening, your money made $10,000 without you doing a single thing. Charlie Munger, the man who spent 6 decades building one of the greatest fortunes in history, alongside Warren Buffett, said the first 100,000 is the hardest. He did not say it was hard because of discipline or sacrifice. He said it because of this specific moment where the math crosses a line. Below that line, you are doing all the work yourself. Every dollar in that account came from your hours, your choices, your restraint. The compound interest is helping, but you cannot feel it pulling yet. Above that line, something shifts. Your money starts doing work alongside you. Then it starts doing more work than you. Then one day, you realize it is outrunning what you can save by hand, and all you have to do is not get in its way. Think of it this way. Imagine hiring someone who works 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, never asks for a raise, never calls in sick, and gets more productive every single year you keep them employed. That is what $100,000 is. You are not saving money. You are hiring the most reliable employee you will ever have, but you have to actually finish hiring them. You cannot stop at $9,000 and spend it on something that will be forgotten in 3 weeks. Gary almost did exactly that. At $8,000, he wanted a motorcycle. He told me later, I felt like I had proven something to myself, like I had earned the right to enjoy it. The account had never been that high and it felt like a rival. He did not buy the motorcycle, but I want you to sit with that feeling for a second. Because that feeling, that sense of I have done enough, I deserve a reward, is not weakness. It is completely human. And it is the single most common reason people never get past the wall. Not bad decisions, not emergencies, not wrong investments. That feeling, at $8 or $9 or $12,000, whispering that you have already made it. You have not made it yet. You are close. But close and finished are completely different things. Here is what Gary's life looked like on the other side. He hit $100,000. It took him 4 years. He had $200,000 18 months later. Same salary, same job, same amount going in every month. He changed nothing. The math changed underneath him, because now his account was earning $10,000 a year on its own, and that $10,000 was getting added to the base, which meant the following year it earned even more, which meant the year after that even more still. 2 engines running instead of 1. Then the engine started outrunning his manual contributions entirely. And here is the part Gary told me that I want you to hear. He said, opportunities started finding me that I used to walk right past. His company offered a certification program that cost $800 and qualified people for a significant pay increase. Before $100,000, interesting, cannot do it right now. After $100,000, obvious decision, done. A colleague he respected was starting something on the side and needed a small partner. Before $100,000, wished them luck. After $100,000, he had options he never had before. He also told me something about his job. He said, I walk in differently now. My manager can tell something changed, even though nothing about my role changed. I just stopped needing the paycheck the way I used to. And when you stop being desperate, people treat you differently. You negotiate differently. You decide what you accept and what you walk away from. Desperation is readable. Everyone can sense it. $100,000 removes it. And that shift alone, just that change in how you carry yourself, is worth thousands of dollars a year in ways that never show up in a financial article. So, 3 things. Because understanding the wall does not get you over it. First, the money leaves before you can decide to spend it. Set up an automatic transfer on payday, not after rent, not after groceries. First, before the money lands in your checking account, it starts looking like something you could use. The human brain is genuinely bad at making the right financial decision every single month under the pressure of a normal life. Some months are hard. Some months are something you want badly. Some months you convince yourself it is just this once. Automation removes the decision entirely. You never see the money, so you never miss it. So the question never comes up. Second, every raise goes to the number before your lifestyle knows it arrived. Lifestyle creep is silent and it is devastating. You get a 10% raise and within 4 months you are exactly as tight as before. Better apartment, newer car, same anxiety, 0 additional savings. Take every income increase and direct half of it straight to savings before you build a single new habit around having it. You will never miss what you never started spending. Third, stop watching the account like it needs your supervision. The people who check their investments every day make worse decisions than the people who check 4 times a year. They react to noise. They see red numbers on a Tuesday and feel the urge to do something, anything, when doing nothing is the correct answer. They panic sell at the bottom and buy back in at the top and wonder why the math never works out. Set the automation. Check it quarterly. In between, leave it alone. The math does not need your attention. It just needs your patience. Gary is at $170,000 now. He did not discover a secret. He did not get lucky. He just did not buy the motorcycle at $8,000. He finished the thing he started. And then the math took over in a way he could not have imagined when he was staring at that first $500 return, wondering what the point was. The first $100,000 is hard because you are alone in it. Every dollar is a manual decision. Every month is a small test. And the returns feel invisible for so long that it starts to feel like the whole thing might be a mistake. But it is not a mistake. It is just not time yet. Stay in it long enough, and something shifts. The employee you have been slowly hiring starts showing up to work. Them working longer hours than you do. Then generating more than you can save by hand. And the wall that felt like it was stopping you turns out to have been the starting line the whole time. You do not need Gary's salary. You do not need 4 years or perfect discipline or the exact right investments. You need to start and refuse to stop at $9,000 when that very convincing voice tells you that you have already done enough. You have not, but you are closer than you think. Uncle Charlie believes in you. Subscribe before you go. Next video, you have the $100,000. Now what? Because leaving it sitting in a savings account earning 1% is just a slower way to stay behind. You are going to want to see it.